Have you ever wondered how Native Americans first arrived in the Americas? Let's dive into the mysterious origins of these ancient communities. Our journey begins around 15,000 years ago, when the Earth was still in the grip of the last ice age. Imagine a world where a vast land bridge, known as Beringia, connected Siberia to Alaska. This frozen pathway provided an avenue for migration, a route to a new land teeming with untapped resources. The prevailing theory among historians and archaeologists suggests that it was along this icy bridge that the ancestors of today's Native Americans first set foot on the American continent. Venturing into the unknown, they braved harsh climates and treacherous landscapes, driven by an insatiable curiosity and the indomitable spirit of survival. However, as with all things in history, the story is not that straightforward. Recent archaeological findings hint at a narrative more complex than we initially thought. Some evidence suggests that the first people may have arrived in the Americas even earlier than the Bering Land Bridge migration. Excavations in places like the Gault site in Texas and the Paisley Caves in Oregon have uncovered tools and artifacts that predate the Beringia crossing by several thousand years. These discoveries have ignited debates among scholars, leading some to propose alternative migration routes, such as coastal migration along the Pacific Rim or even crossings over the Atlantic from Europe. These theories, while not universally accepted, add layers to our understanding of the first Americans. They remind us that history is not a single, unchanging narrative, but a dynamic tapestry woven from countless individual threads. Each new discovery, each piece of evidence unearthed, adds a new thread to this rich, intricate tapestry, reshaping our understanding of the past. The origins of the Native Americans remain shrouded in mystery, a testament to the complexity of human history. Yet, the quest for understanding continues, fueled by our shared fascination with the past and our desire to uncover the truth about our ancestors. What kind of societies did the Native Americans establish before the arrival of Europeans? It's a question that takes us on a journey through time, exploring the rich tapestry of cultures and societies that existed long before the first European ships reached the shores of the Americas. Let's set our sights on the south, where we find three advanced civilizations that are household names today: the Aztecs, Mayans, and Inca. The Aztecs, with their capital at Tenochtitlan, were known for their intricate social, political, and economic systems. The Mayans, on the other hand, left us a legacy of scientific and mathematical knowledge, not to mention their iconic step pyramids. And the Inca, with their sprawling empire in the Andes, constructed an extensive network of roads and bridges that would rival any modern infrastructure. Moving north, we encounter the Mound Builders and the Pueblo people. The Mound Builders, scattered across the Mississippi River Valley, built massive earthworks for ceremonial and burial purposes. The Pueblo people, residing in the southwestern United States, constructed their homes from stone or adobe, some of which are still standing today. Their cliff dwellings at Mesa Verde, for instance, are a testament to their architectural prowess. These societies were not just culturally rich, but they were also masters of their environment. They had a deep understanding of agriculture, cultivating a variety of crops and developing farming techniques that are still in use today. Their knowledge of astronomy was equally profound, with many societies using celestial bodies to create accurate calendars and plan agricultural activities. So you see, the Native American societies were far from primitive. They were complex, sophisticated civilizations with their own unique cultures, technologies, and achievements. They had thriving economies, advanced infrastructures, and a deep understanding of their environment. These societies were a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, creating a lasting legacy that continues to shape our world. These civilizations were flourishing when the first Europeans set foot on the American continents. But, as we'll see in our next segment, the arrival of these Europeans would dramatically alter the course of Native American history. How did the contact with Europeans affect the Native American societies? This question opens a door to a chapter of history that reverberates to this day. The arrival of Europeans brought with it a wave of changes, some devastating, some transformative. Perhaps the most immediate and tragic were the diseases. Unfamiliar with these foreign pathogens, Native American populations were ravaged by illnesses like smallpox, influenza, and measles. These diseases, to which the indigenous people had no immunity, resulted in a massive population decline. But the impact of European contact wasn't solely biological. There were also violent conflicts and forced relocations. As Europeans sought to claim the New World for their own, Native American societies were often caught in the crossfire. Some were uprooted from their ancestral lands, sent on forced marches that came to be known as Trails of Tears. These journeys were fraught with hardship and loss, further decimating the native populations. Yet, amidst this tumultuous era, there was also exchange and transformation. European and Native American societies began to influence each other, leading to the formation of new hybrid societies. Native American crops like corn, tomatoes, and potatoes found their way to European tables, reshaping diets and economies. Meanwhile, European technologies, languages, and ideas began to weave their way into Native American life. These interactions were not without controversy and conflict, yet they played a crucial role in shaping the world as we know it today. They gave birth to a new cultural landscape, one marked by a blend of traditions, innovations, and adaptations. The encounter with Europeans dramatically altered the course of Native American history. It was a period of great upheaval and loss, but also of resilience and transformation. And as we'll see in our next segment, it set the stage for the struggles and triumphs that would define the Native American experience in the centuries to come. How did Native Americans navigate the challenges of the 19th and 20th centuries? This question takes us into a period of history filled with struggle and survival for the Native American communities. In the 19th century, policies of forced assimilation became prevalent. Native American children were taken from their families and sent to boarding schools where they were prohibited from speaking their native languages or practicing their cultures. This was a deliberate attempt to erase indigenous identities and mold Native Americans into the image of Euro-American society. One of the most devastating policies was the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This act led to the forced relocation of thousands of Native Americans from their ancestral homelands to designated Indian Territory in the West. This journey, known as the Trail of Tears, was fraught with disease, starvation, and death, resulting in the loss of thousands of lives. Despite these adversities, the 20th century brought a renewed struggle for civil rights. Native Americans fought for the restoration of their tribal sovereignty and the recognition of their unique cultural identities. They demanded the right to govern themselves, control their resources, and maintain their cultural practices without interference. But these were not just struggles, they were also stories of survival. The resilience of Native American cultures cannot be overstated. Amidst the pain and loss, they managed to keep their traditions alive, passing them down from generation to generation. Traditional dances, music, storytelling, and art continued to thrive, serving as reminders of a rich and enduring heritage. Towards the end of the 20th century, a cultural revival began to take place. Native American languages that were once on the brink of extinction started to be taught again. Traditional ceremonies, once banned, were now celebrated with pride. This revival was not just about reclaiming the past, but also about shaping a future where Native American cultures could flourish. Despite numerous hardships, Native American cultures have not only survived, but also adapted and evolved. Their journey is a testament to the power of resilience and the enduring spirit of survival. It's a story that continues to unfold, reminding us of the strength and vitality of Native American cultures. What is the status of Native Americans in contemporary America? In the modern era, Native Americans confront a multitude of challenges, yet they also contribute significantly to the cultural tapestry of the United States. One of the most pressing issues for these communities is poverty. Despite their deep cultural roots and presence in the land for thousands of years, many Native Americans live in economic conditions that are far from ideal. Government policies and societal barriers have often left these communities marginalized, facing higher rates of unemployment and lower average incomes than other American groups. Health disparities also mark an area of concern. Native Americans face a greater risk of certain health issues, including diabetes and heart disease, compared to the general population. Limited access to quality health care and healthy food options in many reservation communities, along with historical trauma and stress, contribute to these health challenges. In addition to these struggles, Native Americans continue to fight for their land rights. From the Dakota Access Pipeline protests to ongoing legal battles over sacred sites, these communities are at the forefront of environmental activism. They fiercely defend their ancestral lands not only for their own sake, but for the protection of the environment as a whole. Yet it's not all about the struggles. Native Americans have made substantial cultural contributions, influencing everything from art and music to food and environmental stewardship. Their rich traditions and unique perspectives have shaped the American identity in many ways. These contributions are gaining recognition, with more and more people acknowledging the importance of Native American heritage. Moreover, the rights of Native Americans are increasingly being recognized. There's a growing movement to honor treaties, respect sovereignty, and acknowledge the wrongs of the past. While there's still a long way to go, progress is being made. Today, Native Americans continue to enrich the American landscape with their vibrant cultures and indomitable spirit. Despite the challenges, they remain resilient, preserving their traditions and fighting for a better future. Their story is a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the human spirit.